The first speaker is Laura Lamont, to be followed by Bob Cal. And this is a public hearing, so the speakers do receive 5 minutes each.
Okay, welcome.
Hi, housing. All right, it's often referred to as complicated. Complicated is a term utilized to justify inaction or avoid responsibility. Every city, county in California is culpable for the very real housing crisis that we are in today. It's real. It may not affect you directly or your city staff directly, but it affects many of us who don't feel represented by our representatives. The workforce exists here. The lesser earning economic workforce is not simply transitional jobs, as we're referred to so often. We are single parents, we are families, and we are more than just your service industry. We deserve to live within the community we serve. We need to stop lessening the value of our workforce and stop treating the workforce as though we are not worthy of the communities we serve. This is a drop in the bucket, but it's a necessary drop in the bucket. SB9 needed to pass yesterday. It needs to be done. We didn't plan appropriately, and now this is happening. We need it. Housing is needed. We exist, but we don't have the ability to live here. I'm confident I know more about housing than most of any representative up and down the state, because it's what I do. Outside of my work and my momming, I'm treated like I'm naive, and so I buy books, copious amounts of housing podcasts. I do my homework on all the literature. And you need to hold your staff accountable to the constituents and our needs. You brought the businesses here, and now we're employed here, and we need to live within the communities. Our children don't have the luxury or the privilege to play in all your parks and your cute, beautiful, pre-planned communities because we can't afford to live in them. We're not asking for the same size home. We're not asking for the same kind of home in which your $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 homes can afford. You can afford them, great. Build us smaller homes. That is what this does. Beyond that, I plead with you, put land trusts on the agenda. Let's talk about attainable homeownership. Let's go beyond this measure. Let's see what we can do locally. We haven't done anything locally as far as attainable homeownership goes for the local economic workforce. We don't talk about it. We don't educate the conservative constituency within this community and how this benefits them and reduces traffic and includes your grocers, your child care providers, your barbers, your preschool teachers. It's inclusive. You value the accessibility to the business, value the employed. We're full-time. And we're drowning, and we're not here because we can't be here. I'm representing them. Please represent them with me. We need housing. I'm not making this up. I'm begging you, please. Our children are in the hospital because they're down parents and communities that we don't have the community you have. But we're serving you. We're working. Build the housing, pass SB9.
Thank you. Next speaker.